Describe an impressive story you heard from other people. You should say what this story was, when did you hear about it, who told you the story, and explain why you were impressed by it. I'm going to talk about an inspirational love story which is based on a specific case in real life. Because it seemed unrealistic at first, I assumed that someone had made it up. Yet the story turned into an enormous motivation for me when I figured out it was the truth. When did you hear that story? Who told you this story? The story was first shared on Facebook via a confession page, so the author is obviously unknown. I don't usually believe in such confessions, since there's always someone who tries to make it more dramatic, or maybe it's some made-up stories by the admins to draw people's attention. Actually, I just read it to chill out after a solid day's work. Only one of my friends confirmed that it was a real story of her cousin. Did I believe that such miracles still existed somewhere else in this world? What was the story? Well, I don't remember the exact details, but it was mainly about the love between a very successful girl and a poor guy, whose job was a sous chef for a small restaurant. As the girl mentioned in the story, came from an affluent family and performed excellently in her work, her parents thought she should marry someone with a similar background. However, since she dismissed traditional ideas about marriage and fell head over heels in love with the sous chef, she strongly disagreed with the family on this matter. They then decided to tie the knot, despite her parents' disapproval. Fortunately, after all the ups and downs, all their efforts worked miracles for them. The guy telling the story on Facebook became the executive chef of the restaurant with a reasonable salary, and they finally got support from the girl's family. Frankly, it sounds really like an old fairy tale in modern life. Explain why you were impressed by it. Their story has made a strong impression on me. In real life, such a girl who can overcome her reluctance and raise her voice against some outdated customs of her family is always admirable to me, especially on marriage. Aside from that, I highly appreciate her concerted efforts in attaining the parents' permission and building her own family, though she had to face up to such challenges. I'm fairly sure that for many other girls she would become an inspirational role model to empower women to decide their own futures.